All right, you guys. Hey, welcome. 165 Thursday Night FB Live. Got a show tonight. A Zennial. I don't know if it's one of our first Zennials. 19 years old. Brianna Feezer, hair and makeup, YouTube Jedi. What do you see the stuff she's doing on YouTube? Where do you see the stuff she's doing on Instagram? She's just blowing it up big time. She's at State of Mind, Salon and Day Spa, Crown Point Indy, salon owner PK Patty Kobe. She's in the house tonight. Summit coach Michael Nicholas, he would be so proud of you guys. If he was here watching, I'm sure he's going to be. Let me tell you why I invite this 19-year-old prodigy to come hang out with us tonight. She, level 1, 19, average service week is $1,200, average service ticket is $47, haircut price $38. She's making rain on referrals like crazy, probably 20 referrals a week. You do the math on that. And that's 20 referrals a month. You do the math on that. That's probably a couple hundred or so, probably 250 referrals this year. That's like crushing it, big time. Rebooking at 40. RTS in July was running at 31 points. And she starts as an associate in 18, jumps on the floor in 19, and she's trending. We got bets going on that she's probably going to crack 50 grand on a W-2 on first year. That's like some serious ching, man. She's going to tell you the story, but she graduates from high school in 2018. She goes to beauty school as she's going to high school, so she's got the two going on grad day. And no, wait, there's more. She graduates from makeup school because she decides she wants to add that to her dossier. And all this is while she's going to high school. And no, wait, there's more. She starts at State of Mind that same year. So she's been on a roll, and like I said, she's trending to crack 50. So you can imagine why I wanted her to come. She hangs out with an iPhone 8. She does a lot of YouTube. So she uses a Sony 5100. She's got actually two Instagram pages. Her business page, which is 444 followers. You can follow her on Mua_Brie, BRII, BR and I'm going to bring you to those pages tonight. And on her page, you can click on her YouTube channel as well, or just key in her name on the search bar. It'll take you right to her page. Wait till you see her makeup tutorials. They're just like, they'll knock you out. But for the most part, all of her referrals are coming from YouTube, as well as her Instagram page as well. The hair is nothing short of extraordinary. So she's in our green room now. We're going to go get her. So we're going to bring her in. She's going to tell us a little bit about the story, and then we're going to see if we can get her talking about some of the work that she's doing on social. So give me a second to just bring her up, and then you'll see where she's at. And there she is there. Why don't you give it up for her, you guys, will you? Just give it up for her. Hey, Bree, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I know you work. You were in the green room. Did you hear me bragging on you?
Yeah.
What did you think of that, Bree?
It was awesome.
You are the bomb. You're the bomb. Listen, first of all, thanks for coming on. This is a real treat because I think you're going to be a vision of what's possible to a lot of people that are starting up in the biz. So we always like to hear about the story, like who's Bree and what was she doing before she decided to do what she's doing now. So get us started.
So in high school, like you already said, I did beauty school in high school, and I kind of just did it just because I saw another girl doing it the year above me, and I just thought it'd be something kind of to fall back on. And I really didn't know you could have like a good career and be successful without going to college. So that's kind of where it all began. And then luckily I had the vocational in high school. So I got to get my license right away. And then soon after that, I started at State of Mind. And then that was the associate's program.
Yeah, I mean, I'm loving the part where first of all, you're saying while you're going to high school, you're going to beauty school, you do makeup school. I mean, all this at the same time. And you're saying that somewhere in that experience, you get this intuitive vision that, hey, I can make as much or more money doing what I love than anyone going to college. That was like a big insight for you.
Yeah.
And so that inspires you to jump in. So now you're at state of mind, you're crushing it. I know you had some cool aha moments when you started at state of mind. What were they?
So my biggest one I think was just kind of like putting the connection between doing hair and makeup. I mean, it was just such an advantage to be able to do both of them. And I think kind of like when I'm doing hair, I could talk about makeup, and when I'm doing makeup, I can talk about hair. So it's just like getting everyone to kind of follow both of my being able to do hair and makeup. That was kind of like the big connection for me. And then also, I went to the social media class with you about August, I think, last year.
Yeah.
And then I was so new to like the summit world, though. I never like kind of put together like the Instagram with my work. So I always had an Instagram for my hair page from beauty school because they made us do that, but I never really posted anything. It was just like stuff from school. So like once I got a bunch of my like started working on guests and getting new referrals in, I started just taking photo shoots, and just that kept just leading up to making my Instagram, my following more.
I love your story. I mean, the part that, first of all, you make this discovery that as you add the art of makeup to the art of hair, there was something about that was like a 1 + 1 = 10 for you. I mean, you're as much of a Jedi in makeup. I mean, because I follow you on daily, as you know, as you are at hair. So that part is really, 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 really big. And then the other is like I had to kind of remember. Oh yeah, I remember you coming to that class, and there was something that clicked at the class, and all of a sudden you go home, you start screwing around with YouTube, with Instagram, and all of a sudden, you know, Patty is telling me what you're doing. I'm following her, going, oh my God, she's like blowing it up. So it's like you went ballistic after that class,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're saying that as a result of that, it's like you're doing tons of referrals, and the overwhelming majority of your referrals when they come in, they got their mobiles out and they're either on your Instagram page or your YouTube page asking you about something that they're seeing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. So what's it like now? I mean, you've like grown almost 5 years inside of about 6 months. You know, how's this changed your life?
So I would definitely say like kind of being like a beauty influencer now. Just even with YouTube and on Instagram, it's kind of like just it's grown so much that I feel like I influence a lot of other people, and I get them to come in. And I've had so many people ask me questions about how I do my makeup, and I went to makeup school, like what did you learn? So that kind of led to the YouTube page. And then now I'm qualifying for level 2, trying to. And then um, also, I kind of just started doing a new app called TikTok, and that has really grown. And I kind of went viral on that one. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. We'll see where
Well,
it goes.
before we go on to other points, I mean, you said like 3 key points there, and I want to just take people to your pages so that they can follow you because I think you're doing some really innovative stuff on these pages. So I'm going to hold up. I'm actually on your YouTube channel now, and didn't you tell me that if they go to YouTube and key in your name, they'll find you, or they can click on YouTube from your Instagram page?
Yeah.
And then as I was scrolling, it looks like I've watched all those tutorials, Bree, and you're like doing makeup tutorials and you're doing work on yourself so that people can watch what you do and do it on their own deal.
Yeah.
So talk about what that's like. Where'd you get that inspiration to do that?
That was just because, like I said, so many people were kind of just asking me constantly about my makeup. Like my guests are coming in, they're like, they love my makeup. Like, how do you do this? And then I kind of talked to them about my history of going to makeup school. And it kind of just all led into, I'm like, you know what, I think this would be a good opportunity to kind of get myself out there, kind of get people to follow me. They'll know, like, I do makeup now. It's just easier for people to kind of share what I am doing. And when they see my makeup video, you can share it with a friend. So kind of from there, it's just been just really like getting the word out almost.
Right, right. And I'm actually playing one of them because most of your tutorials are like 15 minutes, right? And you're
Yeah.
like doing the service on yourself so that when your guest comes home, they can almost watch the tutorial, and you're guiding them what they can do on their own makeup.
Yeah.
Now, do you sell makeup in is that one of your retail items?
Yes.
You got to be blowing makeup up at State of Mind.
Yes, it's definitely very easy to get some retail with makeup.
All right, now talk to us about what you're doing on Instagram, and while you do that, because you got two Instagram pages. Your one page is your Brianna Pfizer Artistry, and I want you to talk about that because I'm loving not only what you're doing on your grids, but you've got some really cool highlights cooking as well. You've got a balayage highlight going, and then you have some other color going as well. How'd you do that? When did you do that? And how is that working for you when your guests come in?
So I kind of always did it with my personal Instagram, and like I said, going to your class, it kind of just rang a bell for me. That was like my aha moment. So right away, I was like, I got to get all this content done, and then kind of just from there, I'll start kind of organizing my Instagram a little bit, just so when guests do come in, they're like, oh, like I want a balayage, but I'm not sure what kind I want, what color. It's a quick, easy way for them to kind of look at it, especially someone just like viewing my profile. They can kind of just see my work quicker than scrolling through all my pictures. It kind of just organizes a little bit on my page rather than having to scroll through everything.
So, like, how many times when you have a referral coming in, would they have their mobile device out and they're on your page and they want to talk about a piece of your work on your page to see if that would work for them? Like, is that like a real common thing?
Yeah, definitely common. I just had one yesterday come in from out of the state. She showed me my picture, and I was like, all right, we can do that.
And so I can only imagine that they've got their mobile out, you're pulling out your mobile, and you're both on one of your platforms talking about your content, and will it to what degree will it work on the guest that you're serving? That's got to be huge and building credibility for you.
Definitely.
So talk about you're doing something really, really interesting on TikTok. I'm going to see if I can find it. There it is. And you were just screwing around on that, and I looked at like 250,000 views on that.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy how it happened. I have been on TikTok for probably a few months now. It's geared a little bit towards like a younger generation, but I kind of just got on it, and I was just posting all like kind of like a shorter version of my YouTube channel, and a lot of those didn't really take off. I had like 3 followers on TikTok, and then all of a sudden I started seeing this makeup challenge that was popping up, and I was like, my sister actually, she's like, you gotta do it. So I was like, I'm gonna do this makeup challenge, and I did it, and it went viral. And I like you said, I have over 2 million views on it, and now it's just kind of growing. It's people have been visiting my YouTube channel now. They've been visiting my Instagram channel now. So it's kind of like everything has just been growing from there. So it's kind of cool to do that.
Now, I'd be curious when I look at your YouTube makeups, and I just started doing that on some of the stuff I was doing on YouTube. I thought, I wonder what would happen if I took some content off of my YouTube page and put it on IGTV. And if I freaked out because I got like a jillion times more views on the same content on IGTV as YouTube. Are you playing with IGTV yet?
I have not yet because for some reason they're not letting me because I have to have so many followers. So I'm gonna try to figure that one out, but definitely I would love to try that one
I mean,
out.
I'm loving this big. So you're saying you got over 1 million views on TikTok?
2 million.
Over 2 million views on, and how many pieces of content do you have on that? I looked at it. Looks like it's like you
I
got
think I
about.
have just 3 right now because I deleted a few
Oh,
just
I
because
see.
they weren't taken off.
Got it. Got it. Well, so like, where are you going from here? Like, what's the future hold for you?
Um, I mean, just kind of growing really my like clientele and my referrals. Just keep growing that. That's really my main focus right now. I'm also getting certified in a balayage class. So it kind of just and also like just going through all the level systems quicker and um, kind of see where it goes. I
Right, right.
guess.
Now, there's a ton of people watching tonight, Bree, and there's going to be a few thousand people watching this over the next few days. And like you're 19, and there's people that are going to be watching this that are on the front end. They're like 17, 18. And they're seeing you, and it's almost like you're a vision of what's possible for them, but they might be intimidated. Or there's people that are 20 something, 30 something, and they're seeing what you're doing. They can identify with you, they can relate, but they're going, I don't know that I can pull this off. They're like, they have doubt, they have self doubt. What would you say to them to like get them like going, inspired and motivated, so that they could enjoy what you're enjoying?
I think don't like get discouraged about things because my like first year in beauty school I was way far away from doing hair. I did not want to do hair and just kind of staying motivated is just kind of the biggest thing for me. And once I kind of got back on track and got motivated again, I started finding out, about the Summit Salon, which I was totally new to. And that just kind of gave me a little bit more like of a motivation to keep working towards it and not to like really give up on that because it really is like a dream of mine to do hair and makeup. And I'm glad I
I
think
love it.
soon.
Now, I'm guided to ask you this question, and I don't want to catch you off guard, but it was just from the story that you were telling me. Like when you said, I just had this hunch that I could do at least as well and maybe even better pursuing, beauty art and makeup and bringing that to social media instead of going like traditional college. And you're only 19, so most parents have an aspiration that their kid would go to college. Like, as your parents are watching this happening to you now,
Oh,
like, what are they saying? Like, are they freaking out or what?
definitely my mom is, but she's been definitely the biggest supporter and she's like my number one fan. So she's always helping me out, always, making sure I'm staying motivated. But she definitely wants me to, do what I love. So, and going to college wasn't really what I wanted to do. So, definitely going to makeup school is my dream and being a hairstylist. So, I'm glad I finally got to find it.
Is your mother's name Carol?
No,
There's a Carol Feeser. Who's Carol Feeser?
that's my
Oh,
aunt.
so your aunt's on my page watching this interview, and she's saying, "Bree, you're one beautiful person. I love you so much." She's like
Oh my
freaking
goodness.
out.
That's so funny.
So your mom's gonna probably be flipping out when she sees this because it's like, oh my God, like, did she see this coming?
She probably did, but I don't know.
Well, because I follow you and I get a sense that your mom kind of coaches you on, using YouTube and kind of helping you prep and set this up and right.
She's always looking for something new. She follows so many, other hairstylists, other salons, influencers, and she's like, you gotta try this, you gotta do this, try this. That's what kind of the whole YouTube thing started. We just kind of started watching videos and, it just kind of rolled into starting a YouTube page and she's always kind of supporting that and making sure I'm, up to date on everything.
I love it big time. So I could talk to you forever because I think you're like you're bringing in kind of a fresh perspective and you're kind of showing people what's possible when you kind of blow the sides off of the traditional box. That you're
Hmm.
definitely kind of the new genre. So I want to keep an eye on you. I'm going to keep following you. Oh, one other question I wanted to ask you. That when you're doing YouTubes, all of this looks like it's recorded. You're not live streaming, and then there's a little bit of editing that's happening. So that's all the stuff that's done before you upload.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's honestly the hardest part about it. That's why it takes me a little bit longer. Since I'm so like new to the YouTube world, I have to go on YouTube and figure out how to edit,
Right.
how to get all the
What do
guys
you
on.
what are you using to edit? Like iMovie, or you're using?
Yeah, I'm just doing it all on iMovie, and it's been working great for me. So instead of buying something right now, just because I started, trying it out.
Is your mother's name Jamie? It's
Yeah.
on now. Hey Jamie, I'm with your kid. Your mother is saying she makes me so proud. She's got loves and kisses, and she's like hitting the love buttons and the heart buttons. So isn't
Oh
that
my
cool?
goodness.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, she's probably super excited right now.
Yeah. All right, listen. I never run over, and I'm running like 5 minutes over with you. So you're like crushing it tonight. This is really cool. Patty's watching. She's like proud, and your mother's watching. You got your aunt watching. You got all your homies watching. So this is a big deal, Bree.
Definitely a
All
big
right.
deal.
Well, listen. Thanks for hanging out. Promise me you'll come back and do an encore.
Definitely. I'd love to
All right,
go.
so I'm going to hook up with you probably on the back end of this year and see how close you are to crushing some of your goals. And then I want to bring you back by then. I mean, you'll probably be a level 4, 4A or some damn thing because you're like going at like Mach 5.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to let you go, and then I'm going to kind of wrap the show up. So you did really great, and keep crushing it. And we're going to give it up for you one more time.
Thank you.
Stay well, my friend. She knocked it out. I think you want to give it up for her one more time. So I want to show you just kind of where she was, where she's hanging out, so that you can follow her. She brought us to a couple of her pages. First of all, she's got a great Instagram page, MUA underscore Feezer Artistry. And so you're going to want to watch her highlights. You're going to want to watch how she works on her grids. And then if you can actually hit her YouTube page, it'll bring you right to her YouTubes. I think she has 6 or 7 YouTubes. Follow that. They're makeup tutorials. So she's as much leveraging her makeup artistry as she is her hairdressing. And then on TikTok as well, she's got like I think 6 or 7 videos that she did, and that's crushing it as well. So definitely new breed Zennial. I think it's a wonderful example of what's coming our way, and a real vision for what's possible. So that as you innovate, you're going to distinguish yourself from the rest. I mean, it's here to stay, and I think we need to give it up for one more time. All right. So if you're new to our work, you're watching Michael Cole Summit on Facebook. This really is become like a social media learning channel for people behind the chair that really want inspiration of using social media strategically, to build clientele, blow up referrals, blow up their income. And so this tonight was our 165th episode. I'll come back to this in a second. Here we go. Where's it at? Here, there it is. So on Summit's YouTube channel, all 165 of them are there. If you put in Michael Cole Summit, you'll find them, and we edit them. And we also put them on micro learning, so like 2 or 3 minute versions of them on micro learning. And now I'm uploading that content on my Michael Cole Summit Instagram page. I'm really doing a lot more work with IGTV and so you can watch like 2 minute like Bree. We'll put Bree in like a 2 to 3 minute capsule where she was giving all of her helpful hints, and we'll upload that there. So please hang out on that channel as well. What else do I want to tell you? You should be living on summitsalon.com. There's just too much really cool digital resource there that in addition to what we're teaching you on our Facebook channels and our IGTV channels and our YouTube channels about how to use social media. There's digital calculators on that page. There's where you can set goals. We've got mobile apps where you can track what you're doing. You track your referral, and all of this, you guys, it's like for free. So you want to really take advantage of where that takes you. Now, the other, what's become kind of the Bible is the social digital script guide and how to bring the experience in behind the chair, how to get your guests to engage in the whole social media aspect, from the photo shoot to posting the content on their page, to you following up on engagement that they're getting on their page, because that's where your referrals are coming. All that's in the script guide. And then the social digital planner is basically using your empty windows of time today, tomorrow, the next day, and earmarking them about how you're gonna use that time to work social media to eliminate future downtime. So, and Bree's an example. I mean, she's gonna do 50 grand in her first year as a level 2. To get 50 grand, to get to 50 grand, it used to take 3-4 years. And now you can, if you really know what you're doing, you can go there like right now. So I want you to hang out on that as well. Now there's another page that it's a brand new page that I call it the Summit Netflix channel. It's called SummitSalon365.com. It really is for owners, and we have all of our professionally produced content there. It's one of those membership sites. For a couple $100 a year, you can watch this 24/7, 365 with some great content. I've got a lot of my content on there. Christy Valenzuela has content with front desk and social digital strategies for salon owners. So check that out. And then, of course, last but not least, we're doing a lot more online coaching, specifically coaching people online to use social media. So we've got social media intensive workshops that we're bringing people in through Zoom.com. I brought Bree in tonight on a platform called Zoom, and so you can sign up for a couple $100. You can use your points, and we'll take you on intensive social media boot camps online, and we got about 2 or 3 of them happening as we speak. If you're interested in any of that, call our 800 number, and we'd be more than happy to have somebody talk to you on the phone so that you really understand what that is. You're going to want to take advantage of that to make it work. So, and if you haven't been to Summit yet, we want you to go to Summit to talk to your sales consultant and your sales consultant from Salon Centric, because they represent L'Oreal Professional Products. This is our sponsor, and all of their brands. We wanted to support their brands because the money that they use to sponsor the work really is what empowers us and enables us to bring this content to you at no charge. So support them, have them talk to you about the summit. We're a business partner. We have a Summit Salon Business Center where many salons come, and we get them on this track. So it's a whole big deal. We want you to get involved in it, and we want you to support these brands as well, because we're in business for ourselves, but we're not in business by ourselves. So it's a great show. I just loved Bree. Did you love her? I just loved her to death, and I want you to give it up for her one more time, and we'll see you next week.